What's up, everybody? Welcome to George Reviews. I am the 80s Transformers fan, and today I'll be taking a look at G.I. Joe Classified Series number 36, Spirit Iron Knife. And this is the first, on this package is the first time I ever heard the Iron Knife name. Maybe it was around when I was younger. I don't know. Somebody can let me know in the comments below. But this is the first time I ever heard of it. Might have been recently added, or I just never paid attention. But we got Spirit Iron Knife. And he's in the open window packaging, mostly open window packaging. You can see all of his accessories, 2 knives, a sniper rifle, a pistol, backpack, and his bird, Freedom, if his name is still Freedom. Things change over the years. And Spirit, all clearly visible. If you are a mint box collector, this is a great package for you. This is kind of the standard package, mostly standard package of retail. Lately they've gone to this like weird kind of artwork, or at least weird to me. That's my opinion on it. The back of the box is much better artwork. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow battling it out. We got the Joes on one side, the Cobra on the other side. And this side of the box tells us like the attributes of Spirit. Like, I've never actually understood these little glyphs or whatever. We got the telescope. I guess he got binocular vision or telescopic vision. Bullets, the eye with the line through it, and the paw. I guess he's like one with nature. I don't know. Someone might be able to tell me that. And we got Spirit Iron Knife on the side of the box. So let's get Spirit Iron Knife open and take a look at the tape on the bottom of the box. Get our figure out. Nothing further inside the box. I guess the paper that fell out don't choke on the figure or any of the accessories within. Spirit has no tie downs or anti-theft devices. It comes straight out of the package. Looks pretty good. Straight out of the package. Now, Freedom. I was wondering, like, the wings were hidden. The interchangeable wings down here. I was wondering where these things were in the package. One backpack. One rifle. One unpainted knife. And one painted knife. Looks like a Glock. And nothing further. Alright, let's take a look at Spirit. Bring a little closer. Take a look at his face sculpt. It is a very good face sculpt in my opinion. Like his skin tone. Like the hair. Bandana. The bandana is like the same sculpted piece as the hair. Is just painted over red. It looks like the entire hair piece is a separate piece from the head as well, just glued on top. I don't want to mess it up. Nice stern look to his face. Nice sculpted in detail all the way around the head. The paint on the lips are on the scope. The eyes are right where they need to be. The eyebrows look good. It looks really good. He's wearing a strap around his chest. He's carrying one grenade. One looks like a flash grenade. Maybe a smoke grenade. It has a painted on patch right here. I don't know what that's about. Tomahawk over here. Military stripes right there. He has like the native pouch right here on his chest. A couple belts going around his waist with a few more pouches, some clips back here. Looks good. One thing that stands out already there is absolutely no wash on this figure, and I'm actually fine with that. A couple holsters on his sides, another knife sheath, and a holster for his pistol right there. He's wearing some gold bracelets, 2 open gripping palms or pistol carrying palms. His pants are tan plastic, and his boots are a separate piece, and they're brown plastic. Well, his outfit is intricate with the straps all over it, but they didn't put any type of wash on this thing. It's probably the same recycled pants they have on everybody. Has a rolled up sleeves. That looks good. So let's take a look at Spirit's articulation. How far we get him? Look up, down, 360, side to side. Now for his arm articulation, get his shoulders up this far. Rotates this one around this far. He has a bit of a butterfly hinge in there, right there. Bicep swivel at the sleeve cut. Double hinge elbow. And right here are 2 pegs for Freedom to land on. Coming to his wrist. 360. Up down hinge right here. Mostly I'm only getting down out of that one. Let's try this one. We can get it to come up. Well, this one is in and out. So we got two different positionings on the hinges on the hands from the left to right side. Coming to his midsection. Give him lean back this far. Forward. 360 that way. You can hear it cracking on the hinge. He has the drop down hips of all Joes. I'm going to kick this far to the front. This far to the back. Out to the sides. Upper thigh cut right there. Double hinge knee. On this military boots, we can rock to the front about that much. To the back, great deal. And some side to side. Okay, let's get Spirit Iron Knife armed up. And we're going to start with a knife. I don't know if it's iron or not. We're going to start with the unpainted knife. It's just all black plastic. It's molded in ridges at the top of the blade. Molded in hilt. Get in his hand, hope without any incident or trouble. These Joes have very tight hands. Here we go. I'm going to go for the second knife. Let's check this one out. This appears to be like a homemade knife of his. It's got some type of small animal skull right there. Some design to the top of the blade. And silver paint. And now this one, I don't know how easy this is going to go in his hand. Alright, here we go. He can wield both knives at the same time. Alright, now, I'm going to assume this like indigenous type knife goes into this special pouch right here. And that this knife fits right here. That's just my assumption. When I just push down this little piece, I can see they're not glued on. It seems to hold in place as long as you're not putting pressure on it. Alright, next up, well, let's go for the backpack so we can get this out of the way, see if he stands up. This is his backpack. I don't know what this is on top, like a blanket or something. Some compartments right here, some pouches right there. So I was checking this out, and I was like, what is this? And I thought it was like some type of blanket or canister or something, but the obvious thing is it's a secondary perch for freedom to land on or whatever, so I'm going to do that right now. I kind of didn't want to break freedom out just yet, but little tabs underneath the feet of the eagle go right here on top, and freedom can rest right there. Turn him around for you. Pegs right into the center of his back. Boom, boom. And it doesn't even make him back heavy. Next up is his handgun. It has some molded in detail. That's like an eagle wing right here. And it is on both sides of the gun. Nice molded in detail. Would have loved they could have hit this with a little bit of paint. So we get this in his hand without incident. Alright, there we go. We got it in his hand. We got the finger on the trigger. Buh, 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 buh. Looks fantastic. Alright, let's get this where it goes. Holster it right here on his side. Boom, boom. Now for the sniper rifle. Is this a sniper rifle or is this a hunting rifle? Look, with this giant scope, this has to be a sniper rifle. And it does have some paint. They painted in brown right here where it's supposed to represent wood. Other than that, it is completely devoid of paint. Let's get this in his hands. Go for his right hand. And see how well he can hold it. Alright, I want to see if he can aim down the sights actually. It looks like he can hold it with two hands. Or mostly, sort of kind of hold it with two hands. Pretty sure I can squeeze it in there. But can he aim down the sights like he's shooting the thing? Alright, went off camera a little bit to kind of finagle it without wasting time and film. But it looks like he's shooting down the sights of the gun. It's close enough for me. I like it. Alright, as I was taking the rifle out of his hand, the clip came out. And now I know that the clip comes out. So boom, boom. Now this is very clever and an awesome attention to detail, but it's just like one more thing I'm going to lose. Because I don't even think I was pulling on this when it came out. I mean, it sticks in there, sort of snaps in there if you could hear it. Or whatever, but it popped out totally by accident. I was not ready for it. So it does that. And I believe it stores on this peg right here. I'm not sure. Well, I guess you can put it on a trigger, and I'm assuming that's what it's for. And it stays on there. So I think maybe I'm doing that correctly. I don't know. Let's see how back heavy he is now. He has all this equipment. I know he fell down a couple times on me. Well, before I added the backpack, he was standing up perfectly fine. Nope, now he's back heavy. I guess a backpack would make you back heavy, but okay, there we go. The rifle. All right, his last accessory is more of a companion, is the Eagle Freedom. This thing is very interesting. You can see the pegs in the bottom of his feet to plug into his arm, but the wings, while retracted, are movable. They're on some type of ball hinge, which is cool. And I did not expect for this guy's head to be articulated. I don't know if the neck is, but the head is articulated. Some pretty decent paint on this thing. Eyes, the beak, looks pretty good. Feathers on the back. Again, it is articulated. Let's see, and the legs are articulated as well. I did not expect for that, for this thing to be fully articulated. It might as well make the little tail feathers move too. So we can get this guy perched on his arm. All right, there we go, and that's one big bird. I always thought the guys that came with animals in the original G.I. Joe toy line from the 80s were so much more special. Like Shipwreck, Snake Eyes, Crocmaster. I mean, just coming with a pet or animal just made them that much more awesome. It's like you was getting so much for your dollar. And with this guy, it's just so much with the belts, the guns, the knives, and the bird. It's just like so much for your money when you buy this figure. All right, let's change him out. Let's change out his wings. Okay, and I'm just going to assume we just pop them out. There we go. Easy peasy. Nothing to it. All right, now which is which? So this is right. And this is left. He has an impressive wingspan. I think realistically it should be a little bit bigger, but it looks good. Totally unexpected, all the things that this bird can do. It's very nice. He can glide and look down. Very, very nice. You can see right here, I barely noticed it at first, there's a slight bit of dry brushing over the wings to help them stand out, which is a nice touch. They could have went a little bit further, but it's a nice touch. I would like to see a couple little white tips or whatever, but still looks good. All right, I want to compare Spirit to the 1980s cartoon artwork and alongside the Marvel Comics 1980s artwork. The biggest difference is this updated model does not have the loincloth hanging over its waist. I mean, there are other differences, but that's the biggest one that stands out to me. All right, it's time to give Spirit the size up and rundown. Here is Spirit Iron Knife next to Marvel Legends Warpath. Here's McFarlane's Mortal Kombat Nightwolf. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to keep going in this direction. Masters of the Universe Neptune. Transformers Generation 1 Soundwave. And here he is next to his fellow Joes Duke, Breaker, and Snake Eyes. I think this video is a testimony to how cool this figure is, but I'll still try to sum it up anyway before I get out of here. The detailing in his outfit, the straps, the holsters, the pouches, the backpack, the sniper rifle, the pistol, freedom with the interchangeable wings, the sculpting on the face on this figure. Everything about this figure is a 10 out of 10. Like, I don't see what they could have done better. I mean, maybe a few more paint apps they could have done better, but as far as sculpting and detailing in this guy, he looks great. He conjures everything from the vintage toy, from the vintage cartoon. Has the perfect amount of accessories. just another solid entry to this G.I. Joe line. To me, it got off to a kind of a rocky start when they first launched the line, but it is rolling. If you're not in by now and you're on the fence, you better get in and get some of these figures before they disappear. Speaking of disappear, this figure, I picked mine up in October, but I just saw him on the shelf today, as a matter of fact, when I'm shooting this video. Saw him on the shelf today, was it January 8th? Still in stores. I saw him right next to a Storm Shadow and at retail price. Get them while you can. That's all I got for you. I want to thank everybody for watching another episode of George Reviews. The reviews where every toy has a story.